This is the belly.
No stretch marks. I do not even have one. And we're going to go over my current belly skincare routine, what I'm doing every single night in this video.
We are now 30 weeks pregnant. I cannot believe that we've reached the 30-week mark. Like, I feel like it's flown by, but I also feel like in the moment, like it felt like it was taking forever. And now I only have a few short weeks left.
Babies in the womb are covered in little hairs. And so sometimes when babies are born prematurely, like they'll come out and be really, really hairy, and then that will disappear. But it's just to protect their skin in the womb. So one major milestone this week is that all of that hair is starting to fall out.
30-week belly.
Baby is also smiling in the womb now. On my little app, I use the What to Expect app, and I kind of just follow the growth and development and milestones of baby as she's growing. And what it says in there is that baby is now smiling, and it says, like, especially in their sleep, they are smiling, which is so cute. I cannot wait to hold her and see her smile and hear all of those little baby giggles. Another milestone is that baby's bone marrow is now producing red blood cells, like on her own. And so it's getting the body ready for birth, and so that she can produce her own red blood cells out of the womb. My most common pregnancy symptom right now is heartburn. Like, it seems like anytime I eat something spicy, like salsa, I get heartburn. It's pretty annoying, but not annoying enough to where I'm stopping eating spicy food, because I still love spicy food. So I just deal with the heartburn, and I really haven't stopped and tried to cut it out. I also want to talk about sleep in pregnancy, because I'm hearing a lot of people in the third trimester are saying that they are not getting good sleep at all. And I just wonder, what do you consider not good sleep? Like, are we sleeping 8 to 10 hours and then just waking up multiple times during the night? Because I feel like I've kind of accepted the fact that I'm going to be waking up at least 2 to 3 times every single night to pee. I feel like using a pregnancy pillow has helped me tremendously in like my comfort levels during sleep, because I just flip-flop from my right side to my left side, and I use that pregnancy pillow. It makes it so much more comfortable, like in between my knees. Definitely, I'm feeling the fatigue kicking in from second trimester to third trimester. There is a very, very noticeable decrease in energy, and I'm wanting to sleep more and sometimes even like take naps during the day. It kind of feels like I'm back in the first trimester in the beginning, like where I'm so tired that I can't keep my eyes open. And like once I'm tired, like I need to go to sleep because my brain is just not going to function properly. And it's not uncommon for me to sleep 12 hours. Like, I will literally get in bed at 7 o'clock and then not wake up until 7:30 the next morning. One major pregnancy craving that I had this week was what's called like Mongolian grill. And what you do is you just load these bowls up with vegetables and meats and garlic and hot oil, and it comes out sizzling hot. This was so good, and I ate way too much.
I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and just a couple days ago, I had a mom come in at 35 weeks pregnant, and her water was broken. I just can't believe that in 5 weeks, I'll be 35 weeks, and like, that could be me. Some days I'm feeling like I have a lot of motivation and energy, and then other days I'm feeling like I have no energy. I feel like I have to be kind of like careful about what I'm doing and how I'm spending my energy, which is actually helping me, because I feel like I'm being way more intentional about how I'm spending my time. One thing that I just started is working out again. I know it may sound crazy, but I literally have not been in the gym at all. And I put on quite a bit of weight. I think I put on at least 35 pounds.
Can you give me a code that's on your phone?
Yeah. Everyone just came in to get a code that was on my phone, but this is the belly. Nice and round. I just got done with my workout this morning, and I got all my stuff out to get ready. We're gonna go to lunch. Let's do a really quick weight check-in. I do have on slippers and a towel on my head, so we can take about 1.5 pounds off or so, but 181 pounds. So it's only been 2 days, but I'm back lifting weights again. Yesterday I did arms, and today I did glutes, and it feels so good to just be like lifting again. I literally have to make a promise to myself that I'm gonna get back to my pre-pregnancy body, because I just don't wanna be, I don't wanna have a lot of, I don't, how do I say this? I wanna look better after I have my baby than I did before. And I think that that starts with like working out now and not putting a ton of weight on to begin with. And all I can do is start now. So that's what I'm working on doing. And it helps because my husband just bought some gym equipment to put in our garage. So we now have like dumbbells, a weight bench, a bike, and just like a little walking pad. Not a full treadmill, but the walking pad. And so the past 2 days I've been doing at least like 20 minutes of power walking and then lifting some weights. And I'm a nurse, and so about like 14 to 16 days out of the month, like half the month, I'm actually working. And so I can't really work out on those days unless I do just like a simple little workout while I'm at work. Anytime I get like a little bit of downtime, I could do that, or some stretching or something, but I really want to, on at least all of my days off, be lifting weights and trying to get my body tightened up a little bit, and also strong and ready for labor, because I have seriously been slacking and not working out. I mean, I've been walking, but I have not been lifting weights at all. I don't think I have at all my entire pregnancy, and I'm now 30 weeks. So it's never too late to start.
We have dumbbells at work, and so I was able to fit a quick little arm workout in, and I was so proud of myself and so excited. I'm lifting like 5 days a week now.
Right now I'm getting ready to go to the bank. We're opening 3 bank accounts today, setting up business bank accounts and our trust, and just getting everything squared away with our wills and financially. We run a real estate business, and so we want to make sure that everything is airtight and set up the way it's supposed to be. We're also in the process of hiring a new CPA. We have been through 3 different CPAs in the last, 4 years? Before that, I would do everything. Like, we would do it all on our own, and just having a CPA is so helpful. We're also hiring a bookkeeper. Devron's been doing all the books himself, and it's just time to hire someone to do that for him, because he is doing a lot on his own, and there comes a time where you just have to start hiring stuff out. Real quick, while we're on the topic of real estate, we are doing a property right now that we bought, and it's the first property that we've ever purchased. It's like on the water. So it's on a canal. It's such a cool property, and we're putting in a pool. We have literally never put in a pool before. And so it's so exciting just like watching the process and them digging the hole and this pool being like sitting right on a canal. It looks so beautiful already, and I can't even imagine like what the property is gonna look like when the pool is finished. I've also been like really intentional about how I'm spending my time. I know I said that already, but yesterday I spent probably like 2 hours just brainstorming about how I want to be really spending my time intentionally. And I created like a full routine and walked myself through like what I ideally want to be spending my time doing and what's the most important to me right now. And I kind of like mapped that out into time blocks, and then put in like all of the really important stuff that I need to get done. And one of the reasons I did that is because I have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed by everything I have going on, and sometimes I start to get a little lazy because I feel like I just don't have time to do everything, or I just get fatigued and I'm like, I'm over it because I spend too much time doing one thing. For instance, like my YouTube, I've been really consistent with filming and editing and posting videos, but sometimes it consumes me and it takes over my whole day, and then I can't even get any errands done or anything. And so I kind of put that into time block to where I have a set amount of hours to do that in my day. And then once that time block is over, no matter what I have done, I move on to the next thing. Unless it's like something super important that needs to get done and is, a major priority. But if it can be done tomorrow, then I'll do what I can in one day, and then the next day I'll work on it again. And so I feel like that is really helping me. I stuck to that routine today, and I really felt like a masculine shell and guideline so that I could just sit in my feminine and just kind of like flow through the day. And so I'm really loving that routine so far. I was thinking about making a video on how I structured that routine, because I kind of wrote everything out and like spoke it out loud into my notes as I was doing it so that I could teach someone else how to do it and like what my thought process was as I went through that. And so I have not created that video, but I may. I've also been thinking about my vision board a lot, and living here in California was such a manifestation of mine. And there's so many like gorgeous places that I want to see while I'm living here in California. And so I know I need to be really intentional about what trips I'm taking so that I make sure that I don't miss anything really important before we end up moving, because with the military being active duty, like they can just tell me to move at any time. And sometimes I only get 1 year, 2 years at a place. Like the past probably 10 years or more, I have not lived somewhere longer than 2 years. My birthday is also coming up, and so we planned a trip to Lake Tahoe. We've been to Lake Tahoe before, but it's just something that has been on my vision board to really spend a few days there and just like enjoy the restaurants and the scenery and just really plan a trip around that. And another thing that I've been really dreaming about doing is renting a cabin and staying in a cozy cabin, like in the middle of the forest with a fireplace in the cabin. And we actually booked a cabin, and we also booked a night at the Ritz-Carlton. We were able to book it using our Marriott Bonvoy free night award. And that room is literally $1,300 a night, and we're paying nothing to stay there, which is absolutely crazy. It's such a beautiful hotel in like right outside of Lake Tahoe.
We ended up having such a good time here, and I would highly recommend visiting the Ritz-Carlton right outside of Lake Tahoe. It's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and in nature. We loved it.
So we'll be doing all of that at 31 weeks next week. I'm so excited. I have a full week off of work. It's sheets day, so we just stripped the bed, and we're gonna be washing all the sheets, the duvet cover, everything. Get a nice and fresh bed because we're going out of town, and there's nothing better than coming back from a trip and getting in fresh, clean sheets. I'm about to hit the gym too and do a little workout. We're gonna be hitting glutes again today. It's such a cold and rainy day, and so we're walking inside today. I'm gonna do 20 minutes on the treadmill. And for some reason, they're still outside doing yard work in the rain.
I had so much energy right here, and so I hit the glutes like really hard. And initially when I first started working out, in the first few workouts, I was a little bit scared because I didn't want to push myself too hard and then like start labor or contractions or something, especially because I have not been really working out or lifting weights like that. And I have been walking a lot, but walking does not get your heart rate up the same as doing, like leg lifts like I'm doing here and actually lifting weights. And so now when I'm doing my workouts, like I'm actually getting my heart rate up a little bit. I'm not pushing myself too hard, and obviously like listening to my body. If I start to feel like lightheaded or dizzy or anything like that, I just really like tune in to my body and listen and do not push myself too hard. My plan is to really just build up to that and to try and stick with working out all the way up through now to my delivery. So in between sets, I was going into the house and putting away some boxes that we had been sitting like in the living room and just like cleaning up the area and moving stuff around in the garage a little bit. And then right after this workout, I showered and did my skincare, and then I went and cooked lunch. I made chicken quesadillas and I was on my feet for like 4 hours. My ankles were so swollen. I was shocked.
No stretch marks yet. I'm using Palmer's raw shea butter and then just some Vaseline. I just got this Neutrogena Hydro Boost cream, and so I'm gonna start using this on my face. And I am using this hyaluronic acid, but not every single day. So I'll use this probably like 2 to 3 times a week. And I like to use this all over the belly. I put it on first before I put any creams on, and I also use it on my face. Stuff's starting to pile up in the guest room. The rocking chair came in. My breast pump is here. I got the Spectra Gold.
Another pregnancy craving, this omelet with everything in it. This one hit the spot. We started our little Babymoon for the 31 weeks of pregnancy, and I visited family. We had such a good time visiting my aunt, and being at the Ritz-Carlton and seeing snow and just being like in a winter wonderland was so bittersweet. It was absolutely gorgeous, and there was so much good food, and it was just, the whole trip was really a vibe. But it was so cold. Like, I thought that we were just going to be outside sitting by the fire, but really we were only out there for about like 10 minutes, and I'm like, it's time to go in. It's so cold. It was so fun just exploring this property, and I could not believe that there was literally like people skiing and ski lifts right outside of the view of our room. Like, you just open the patio doors and they're right there. Lake Tahoe was so beautiful too. Just like the views of the lake made me crave to go back during the summer and stay right on the lake. The views are so beautiful, and this lake is so huge that it literally feels like you're standing at the ocean. You can see the other side. It's such a beautiful lake. After checking out of the Ritz-Carlton, we checked into our little cozy cabin that was literally like in the forest in the middle of nowhere. There was no service, but thank God there was Wi-Fi. And just being in this cabin and watching the snow fall out the window and laying in bed watching movies at night with our little fireplace in our cabin, it was really beautiful. It was so nice to just get away from everything and be in the quiet and this peaceful environment and just be with nature. The snow was collecting on the mountaintops, and the water was just like so blue and gorgeous. So after we got totally like spoiled at the Ritz-Carlton, we checked into our other hotel, which was a cabin, and my husband literally loaded up our suitcase in a wagon, and this is how we checked out and checked in to the hotel. And look at how much snow is on the road. Being this far along, this is our last trip up in the mountains, and now we have to stay way closer to any kind of hospital because I don't want to be that far away from a NICU, just in case. I filmed and vlogged our entire trip to Lake Tahoe, so stay tuned for all of those videos coming out shortly.